Here we are at the beautiful Fraser Island, boasting beauty and diversity. An oasis with so much wildlife. To keep it that way, Four Wheel Drive Queensland Association have worked hard to ensure the island is clean. Now, the event has been running since 2001 with about 800 volunteers and 350 vehicles out on the island assisting with the cleanup. The Fraser Island Clean Up Committee set up for 2 days of cleaning the island to pick, sort and discard any rubbish left on the island.
FICU was started by a group of committed four-wheel drivers who are passionate about Fraser Island and passionate about four-wheel driving. So they saw that there was a lot of beach debris on the island, lots of washed up bits of plastic and lots of stuff coming in from ships. So they decided to clean it up. They got their club involved, it grew from there to all of the clubs in Queensland, and this year we're hoping to match our 8.2 tonne anyway. So last year we pulled 8.2 tonne of rubbish off the beach. Obviously after floods and stuff, but this year the beach is just as bad.
We hold several events a year. This is our major event of the year, and this is where, as a four-wheel drive association, we give back to the environment. Now, some of the stuff that you find is unusual, like you'll think where does the most rubbish come from? Most rubbish actually is washed in, so it comes off the boats. It's less than 10% of the rubbish is actually rubbish that's being dropped by people on the island.
We find a bit of a cross-section, a lot of foreign objects like foreign water bottles. There's quite a bit of fishing gear. Because we're near the big open ocean beaches, you find a lot of broken fragments of things that have been in the ocean for a long time. Tangaroa Blue Foundation started in 2004. It was through people and their love for the ocean and seeing the debris in the ocean, they wanted to find some solutions around that. Basically, if all we do is clean up the beach, that's all we'll ever do. We need to look at the items that we find in cleanups, and through either education or infrastructure changes, we can then stop that at the source. The various groups of the Queensland Four-Wheel Drive clubs, they have sections of the beach that they will go off to and collect all of the marine debris that they find on their section. Then they'll bring it back to one of these stations where everything is weighed. We don't have the time to count and sort everything, so we just take random samples. Pretty much anything that you could name, we've got a category for it on our database, and it's used by all levels of government and researchers to help us track what trash is coming onto our beaches and then how to stop that at the source.
Now, the motto of Four Wheel Drive Queensland is United Through Adventure. And what better way to unite than cleaning up an environment that we absolutely love, a four-wheel drive playground that we want to keep pristine. But while on the surface this event looks like a clean-up for today, it's not really. It's also about teaching the next generation about keeping areas like this pristine well into the future.
The four-wheel driving community has been very welcoming and extremely exciting to be part of. I've loved the camaraderie with inside all the clubs. There's 50 clubs roughly in Queensland that we help look after. That part of the four-wheel driving community that goes out exploring the country and showing their kids the land and how to look after it, and those then become the future generations teaching their kids. That's what the four-wheel driving community means to me.
At Red Oak, we love to sponsor these community events, particularly the cleaning up of Fraser Island. It's a great place to come and experience and give back to the four-wheel drive community.
Dad has always been about community, always been about helping, always giving back an environment. We want to be able to make sure that these beaches are looked after, so then generations and generations can use these beaches.
We truly want to make sure that we do everything we can as an organisation to help support keeping this place available and open for everyone to enjoy for many, many years to come.
The Fraser Island Clean Up is a fantastic initiative and we're honoured to be here as part of it. Fraser Island is a bucket list destination for Australian four-wheel drivers, but driving on beaches in general can be a bit of an insurance grey area. We've run into a bunch of Club 4x4 customers out here already exploring with confidence, and we're enjoying cleaning this place up side by side with them.
If you're interested in getting involved in cleanups and you want to take it that next step further and start using the database, it's a really simple process. Whether you've got an Android or an iPhone, you can just jump onto your whatever store it is and upload the Australian Marine Debris Initiative database. So any family, if you're out camping, fishing, surfing families, all of that sort of stuff, get on board and be part of the solution.
Now the cleanup is organised by 4-Wheel Drive Queensland, and that is basically the overarching organisation that looks after all the Queensland 4-wheel drive clubs. And I can tell you that joining a 4-wheel drive club may be one of the best decisions that you will ever make. Most of them offer fantastic 4-wheel drive driver training and a wonderful community atmosphere. But even if you're not in Queensland, when you next go 4-wheel driving, just consider, if you see that bit of rubbish on the ground, don't walk past it, pick it up, because we can all have that influence to make our environment more pristine and better, not just for now, but for the generations to come.